Live in 3, 2. And we are, I suppose, live. Hello, friends. Welcome to the 4.
The 4.
The 4-2, which became the 5-4. Oh, the wrong
Ah,
remontada happened. The wrong remontada happened. How the turntables? Oh, something somewhere is playing. I think you are
no,
playing.
my thing was leaking. I mean, not just my YouTube, my defense,
Yes, yes,
everything.
everything.
Oh,
How nice. How nice. We could have done this
I
earlier, but
can't,
there was just
I
no
can't
time.
believe it, dude. I can't believe it, Azim, that you got to experience what we've been experiencing all this time, and uh, and then you went and shut the bed.
But वो तो is understood only. हम लोग को फुटबॉल नहीं आता है. हम लोग को सिर्फ vibes आता है. No matter what manager you put, eventually football is rubbish. Vibes are good. But we're still there.
Man,
Still. So I have to tell you how this the entire thing came about also. So the
what came
night,
about?
so obviously for me, this was the 5 a.m. thing, right? So I had
Yeah.
like a responsible adult. I had had a very nice day, Thursday. I had had a great show, all of that. Came back, went to sleep at 1 a.m. And I was like, my plan was always going to be wake up आराम से 9 o'clock. 2 बजे comedians football खेलना है. Wake up 9 o'clock, make my breakfast, watch match, whatever it is. ठीक है, and download, have the standard thing of download from Reddit without spoilers, all of that. So now the one key ingredient for this to work is to avoid the impulse of wake up, check phone. Because strange, matlab, there will be something. And Instagram I still don't check, but WhatsApp I check because it's time difference, family कुछ message रहेगा. So I see message from my oldest friend, also Manchester United fan. I just see the WhatsApp preview of the message. It's not the full message. It just says useless players, arrogant manager, dot dot dot. So now I'm like, यार अभी तो हार गया मैच, चलो ठीक है. So now no point downloading full match. I will download extended highlights instead. And what a surprise I was in for, because fully until the 4-2 I was like, oh yaar, fully agree, worst players, arrogant manager, owners suck, get out, waste of a football club. And then my goodness, I have heard all the commentaries of all the goals. I have watched how many Instagram reels, how many times I have rewatched that highlights, I cannot tell you. Oh my god.
Harry Maguire, dude.
Harry Maguire! कितना, have you heard the one of the commentator's voice breaking?
No,
The BBC one is too good. It's amazing commentary.
no. Dude, एक second, Azim, before we get into it,
Hmm.
तेरा volume थोड़ा adjust कर सकता है? Can you increase it a little bit?
You need increase. I'll have to like move it closer to me, I suppose.
तेरा ये full पे है क्या?
हाँ, this is full only.
ठीक है.
Or it might be the noise cancelling. Is this better? Is this better? Is it a better?
Uh,
No.
okay,
It's
we'll
okay.
make
We'll
do.
manage. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah.
Okay,
So
but yeah, we got to talk about both things. I think we should start with United because we should keep the misery for later on in the
अरे misery
episode.
तो starts within 2 days of this match only. Misery. We are back to misery. Same fucking
Yeah.
Wolves से हार गया.
So the thing that I want to talk about first is this thing that you just said, now this oscillation between this team sucks, manager sucks, get rid of everybody to अरे क्या बात है, right? I feel like, dude, we've gone through this for about like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Okay, and the trouble with this, the thing is that miracles at the end of the day are not sustainable. They can't be your chief form of tactics. Okay, we will produce a miracle tonight, and that is our main scene. Like it can't be that, right? So, and eventually catches up to you. And in fact, what this does more than anything else, what this kind of miracle making does, if you do it long enough,
You become
which
Real
is what
Madrid.
Madrid specialize in,
Yes.
no, no, it in fact, it makes you believe that things are fine, and therefore it sows the seeds of its own demise later on.
No, but I
So
don't think anything is fine. Like at this point, the miracle is required because it is truly a miracle because we are sitting where 15th in the league, probably going to end 17th, very
no, no.
realistically.
The thing is, the beauty of United and Amorim, the genius of Amorim, is he was like, I need to lose very quickly so that people don't think that this is who we are.
वो तो उसका एवरी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस यही है कि यार हम लोग क्या करें, हम लोग तो खराब ही खेलते हैं, अभी तो बच्चे लोग को खिलाना पड़ रहा है, it's hard for the player.
Yeah, dude,
Now I've got sick of, I mean, the thing is, I have still no particular love for the manager. It is just as I said, it is the aura and the magic of the club that you have supported for how many fucking 25 years that keeps
but how did
bringing you
you
back.
how did this miracle happen at Old Trafford?
I mean, we had the same thing more or less last year also, no? With the quarterfinal of FA Cup. We do this in one competition that we win. It would be just so stupid that for all the things we have done, every year one cup we are going and winning. With the football getting steadily worse every year. So I don't know
In
what
fact,
is going.
that's a good point. Like that, the thing I was talking about, right, is the same thing vis-a-vis cups. You get a few cups and then you think कि हाँ चल at least end में कुछ तो निकाल दिया, and then you don't really like
Yeah,
take
yeah.
very hard decisions.
See, the thing is that chalo at a base level, the football is better than it was like whatever 4 months ago, 5 months ago. There is some understanding of what they're doing, but again, वो individual errors बहुत है, which I don't know how you get rid of that. First, this Onana you have to get rid of immediately. Post haste, you have to get rid of. Then this Hoyland, 1 goal in 27 games. What
हाँ,
the fuck is this
हाँ,
guy?
हाँ.
Him you have to get rid of. Then this Dorgu also, guys. I'm very sorry to say, but this Dorgu is one walking. He is
No,
one walking mistake only. He is. He's just one.
no.
He's just one left side Van Bissaka, but with less defensive ability, but same lack of positioning.
Azim, don't do blasphemy.
Are
यार. Dorgu is
both
the
both
savior.
goals is because of Dorgu only. We have conceded against Leon, the
It's
first
because he's
two.
young. He's developing. You see, he's going to be the next Roberto Carlos.
I really doubt.
Dorberto Carlos.
Dog Beto Carlos. But yeah, so then I mean the thing again, like people point to oh Casemiro, what a game he had, but उसका ही giveaway था जिसके वजह से हम लोग fourth goal penalty concede किया was because of that only. So we
Hmm.
keep individual mistakes keep happening, and unfortunately the quality overall is just not good enough. And again, we have put in all these amazing performances. Very honestly, only happened because they were down to 10 men. It's very nice and emotional and great story and
Hmm.
all of that. And it was very good to sit and enjoy it for 3 days, which everyone should also enjoy. तो ऐसा नहीं आता है moment life में very often. But then when you are very swiftly brought back to the reality that you are that you are far inferior to a Wolves team that also got a new manager and is, by the way, I think statistically the fifth best team in England after getting that manager. Like they've steadily been on the rise. And again, which tells you that a manager who came in, your Vitor Pereira, took a team that is players wise supposedly average but is making them perform better than a sum of their parts. So then why is no manager able to do this at United? And then I suppose you are led to the only explanation that the players just are complete dog shit, like far worse than we assume them to be. But then on their day,
By the
they are
way,
capable of doing all this nonsense.
you guys are linked to Matthias Cunha.
Cunha, all we've been linked with now. Cunha, Semenyo, all of that. Cunha has vibes, but he also has vibes of as a one guy who will
I
he is ticking time bomb types. He is.
Bro, he's going to be very like like a guy who will put in the work rate and will do all of that hold up play and all that, but he will score 8 goals when he comes to United. in the whole season. 8 goals
नहीं,
he will
but he
score. And
has थोड़ा मैजिक टू हिम, वो थोड़ा निकालता है, थोड़ा स्किल्स विल्स, वो है थोड़ा फ्लेयर उसमें, which is
I
more
mean,
than you
at
can
this
say of
point,
Hoyland. Like right now, they've entire Hoyland's entire highlights reel from this season is one ऐसा गलती से one chop back attempted Ronaldo chop he did, which he didn't even do properly, and gave one assist. That's all he has done as a skill. Bichara, this fellow is also out Zirkzee when he was starting to look thoda decent for the season. So of course, it does not help that Zirkzee is out, Ahmad is out.
yeah, Ahmad, I think,
Garnacho looked decent against the Leon. Like his
yeah.
running and assists and all that were good. Even against Wolves, he created a fair amount, but nobody to finish it off. तो ठीक है अभी it's the entire season is 3 games now, 2 plus the potential 1, and बिलबाओ के साथ तो नहीं निकालने वाले हम लोग. बिलबाओ is
नहीं
always
निकालने वाले.
नहीं बिलबाओ has always been our bogey team, and I have to mention I think he may end up showing up also, but most peak overconfidence and most enthusiasm of this stream came in my WhatsApp messages from Joel D'Souza saying,
Oh,
ब्रो यूनाइटेड टॉटनहम फाइनल के लिए बिलबाओ के लिए फ्लाइट बुक करते हैं, काफी सस्ता है. आई वाज लाइक एंटायर सेमीफाइनल्स आर लेफ्ट टू प्ले जोएल. You are having too much faith in Manchester United to believe that United and Spurs are going to play the final in Bilbao, that too. But अगर अगर जीत गया सेमीफाइनल तो शायद हम लोग जाएंगे. आई डोंट नो टिकट कहाँ से मिलेगा, बट शायद जा सकते हैं. But I don't see it.
good.
I really don't see it.
I think you can do it, man. I think you can do it. Who are the Spurs playing? Fiorentina.
No, they are playing Bodo Glimt, dude. So they are confirmed.
Oh, they're confirmed. Fair.
Actually, you never know. Bodo Glimt beat Lazio also quite well. It went to penalties in the end, but they beat them in the first leg quite convincingly, and then it went to penalties.
You
So-
guys, you guys like United and Tottenham. What, like, you guys spoke over WhatsApp or something and decided that this is the season we'll have? Like,
Yeah, it
how can
seems
it be
like
so
it.
similar, dude?
Yeah,
How
but
can it be so
I
similar?
think it should be sacked derby now. Whoever doesn't win Europa League should be sacked. If
Hmm.
both don't win Europa League, both should be sacked.
I think Ain chala jayega. But Amorim is playing with the confidence of a guy who's been told this season doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
He's
mean,
playing
right
with
now,
that.
तो he straight up said only in the Wolves that oh, the fans will have to understand. अभी तो हम लोग बच्चे लोग खिलाएंगे प्रीमियर लीग में, कुछ होने नहीं वाला है.
Yeah, yeah.
स्ट्राइकर खराब है, और मेनू को स्ट्राइकर खिलाना पड़ेगा अभी. बट दैट मेनू फिनिश यार, ओ माय गॉड, द वाइब्स. वो उसका स्पेशलिटी है, सिर्फ क्लच,
Yeah.
फार पोस्ट, नाइस कलर, एंड देन
He did it
गुड.
against Liverpool, no? Same almost.
The Liverpool finish was
Isn't it?
obviously better. He did it against Wolves to win it ekdam last minute
Wolves
में
also.
4-3.
4-3. 4-3 only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then the Xerxes celebration also was, he did Xerxes celebration better than Xerxes
He did
ever has.
Xerxes celebration.
Yeah. As I'm assuming as tribute to Xerxes for being injured for season.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just
What is Xerxes celebration? This.
the guns. So yeah, I mean, I don't know क्या होने वाला है. अच्छा है जो भी चल रहा है for Europa League. But then there was the Barca remontada, the 3-1 to 4-3 tada,
Oh, fuck, man.
which
That to
was
last.
lastest minute of all. Oh. Even more maja happened with that one.
Dude, I can't believe like it's so. And then we also we managed finally one final
1-0, no?
like 1-0 remont. It wasn't even a remontada, it was a remon. Just like चल last minute में कर दिया
Yeah.
कुछ अपन ने. But man, so many problems. Where to even, what to even, how to even begin to talk about it?
Do you think you have
Uh,
more problems than Manchester United?
No, I mean let's not
Yeah.
get carried away. I
But
mean,
then possibly it could objectively end up that this season Manchester United has a better season than Real Madrid, despite
yeah,
being 17th in the finishing 17th in the league.
dude, you know something? If I was just thinking about it, if we were having this kind of season now, the season that you guys are
You
having,
would have new manager every week.
we would be exactly. I was just thinking of that. We would be on our sixth
Yeah.
manager. We would have gone through our entire, the retired 11
Yeah.
of Real Madrid. We would have gone through all of them.
Yeah,
कि चल अभी
everybody,
Roberto Carlos को डालो.
everybody who played that Clasico at DY Patel who would be in line.
Yeah, in one
Yeah.
line, one after the other.
Yeah. Casillas, come. Okay.
चल
Figo.
आजा आजा. And then all of them would get like one win. Everyone would be like, oh, we're back. And then we would lose. And then everyone would be like, okay, let's sack him. And then this would keep going on. It's just, but I think it's more or less confirmed now that Carlo Ancelotti is out
But
at
apparently
the end.
they're saying na after the Copa del Rey final, irrespective of what happens, apparently he's going to be sacked. ऐसा कुछ मैंने सुना था.
Yeah, yeah. No. So it's not, he may
Like they
last
might
till the
let
end
him
of,
go immediately after that only, saying कि don't even bother coming back for rest of season.
if he loses, yes.
हाँ, if he
If
loses,
he
yeah.
loses, if he wins it, then they'll be like, चल तू कुछ जीत गया, अपने अपने पॉलिश वाले को कुछ काम दे
Yeah.
दिया नया, तो ठीक है चल 6 गेम और खेल ले.
But then is the Mbappe curse real?
The Mbappe curse. Gotta talk about the Mbappe. Mbappe has been booed, by the way, 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row, he has been booed. He was booed in the Champions League, and he was booed. He was not even
Oh.
on the pitch against Bilbao, and he was still booed. So, because he came and sat in a stand. People are like, yuck, the way you're sitting sucks.
As I keep going, I'm just putting one light more towards me.
हाँ, so
I can hear.
yeah, I mean, I think there's so much to unpack. Let's just break it down into a few talking points. Chat, just remind us in case we forget. But gotta talk about the game in general. Why we like I called it even last week when we had done the stream that there is no this particular second leg was not like the second legs that we've generally been playing in the last 2-3 years, where like you can expect miracles and all of that. Like I just knew that going into the second leg, we were going to be very like it wasn't going to be a चल अपन 3 गोल ओवरटर्न कर लेंगे हो
हाँ, it didn't
जाएगा
feel like
लास्ट
that.
मिनट रॉड्रिगो 6 गोल मारेगा. Like it wasn't going to be that.
Yeah.
And like we were just against a team that knew our weaknesses and were exploiting it. And when you come, it's like when that snake finally comes up against a mongoose that knows its vibe, and it just you can see it in its eyes कि भाई अब आज तो गलत मंगूस से पंगा ले लिया.
I don't know, whenever you say snake in my mind, one Di Maria only appears.
Yeah.
Saap.
True. So we talk about the game, we talk about Carlo Ancelotti, we talk about Mbappe, we talk about Xavi and the future of Real Madrid, the Real Madrid project. And obviously we'll talk about the Bilbao game, which was again so lackluster. It's fucking hopeless. But okay. So starting with the game against Arsenal, man, ek to yaar, someone made this amazing thread, okay, on Twitter of the hype that Madrid players and the media were doing leading into this game. Okay, like for example, Vinicius posts on his Instagram stories saying, tonight, 9 p.m., come.
Like how we announce streams. आ जाओ, Publix.
And the thing is, like tonight, 9 p.m. came, but Vinny only didn't come. So what was the point? What is the point of that? Like we went in with such fucking like, we are the experts in turning lost causes into winning causes. We will do it with the magic of the Bernabeu, and the voodoo that will rise from the pitch will just
Yeah.
take us to the semi-final and all that nonsense. But like, dude, like they had our number dialed in, and the fact that Real Madrid could not generate a shot on target for about 60 minutes. 60 minutes. You had to come back from a 3-goal down deficit, and you've not got a shot on target, you dumb fucks. Like, how can you get the world's greatest attacking talents on the pitch at the same time and not have a single shot on target.
But is it
It's
because you have
so
invested poorly in midfield? Like, is your midfield a base symptom of all of Manchester United, where you have one old Trimurti member who should not be there and two badly recruited?
no, no. I think the issue is that um, firstly, Fede was playing. Um, uh, so Fede is tucked in. Vasquez, by the way, I think was one of our best attacking talents of the night. And he was one of our worst defensive talents on the night. So put together, it was just a uh, terrible scene. So Valverde has to keep covering that space and that ground.
Yeah.
So you negate him. Then you have in that same squad, you have Chouameni who's not doing much going forward, and then the next guy you have is Bellingham. Now
Hmm.
Bellingham also, if you make most of Bellingham's life making sprints to cover ground, then you are taking away the one creative talent that you have on this pitch.
Yeah.
And then the remaining three, you have Rodrigo, who's okay, putting in a shift on the right. But then you have Vinny and Mbappe, who are meaning luxury players, like max luxury. They are the gold foil, sorry, the silver foil that you put on the chum chum. But if the chum chum is only shit, then what does it matter if you have a nice silver foil on it? Right? If the chum chum is stale and it's not, and I'm sorry for saying chum chum again and again. It's a chom chom, I guess. If you're Dominic Babu.
Yes, please,
So
please, Dominic Babu Mama Moshai, tell us what you think about Chom Chom. Belling Chom Chom.
chom chom. So dude, the other thing is, so I've also, by the way, going into this match like a fool, right? Despite critically knowing, rationally believing all of these things, I also, like a fool, have done all my superstitious gimmicks, gotten a Diet Coke can and opened it with kickoff, and then stood in front of the TV and hoped against hope. I've done all of this nonsense. And then when we give away the penalty, right? Asensio just, I don't know, just fucking tugs Merino down, gives the penalty away. And when Courtois saves that penalty
Yeah,
against
then you
Bukayo
thought, chalo,
Saka,
now it's on.
now you feel like voodoo time is back. Um, but man, uh, like, by the way, it was just, I think the save was more Bukayo Saka trying to be cute and
Oh, yeah, yeah,
fancy,
fully.
very bad fucking penalty. And I think every Messi fan should be like, see, that is why Messi is Messi.
Yeah, but also it
uh,
was a very random penalty, na? It's like a very soft penalty, was it not?
he tried to
No, no, the
Panenka
the foul itself.
for the foul. I mean, you can give it because like he's literally held on to the shirt and like turned Merino around like fully. So
Hmm.
and a little bit of, I mean, like everyone's pushing and shoving, but like I can see why it was given. It's not like
Hmm.
unfathomable. Um, and I think it's partly down to like Asensio being like this is his first season out of uh, the youth squad. तो थोड़ा तो ये
Hmm.
सब होने ही वाला है. Um, but I mean, the bigger problem was not that. The bigger problem was after Thibaut Courtois has kept you in the match, you have to go for it. From the first, like everyone knew that the first 10 minutes, right? If you score in the first 10 minutes, then you have a shot. It started decently. Mbappe puts the ball in the net. It was
Yeah,
offside, all of
offside,
that.
yeah, yeah. Specialization.
He puts it in the net, and you go like, okay, oh, they're going for it. But that was it, man. That was the last pulse that this body showed before it just went completely just flatlined. Uh,
But what do
so
you need now to fix this? How many players and which are the players? Itna scouting, you would keep suggesting players. Now suggest three players for Real Madrid.
we need a we need a we need definitely. I think we need two right backs.
Right
So
back to
we
of
have
course.
yeah we've not opened. Apparently, I was watching a Fabrizio Romano 8
Guys,
minute YouTube. Yeah, guys, I was watching a
it's
guys.
it's 8 minutes is more Fabrizio Romano than anybody should be able to watch at one time. It's just you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
Fabrizio. You have to watch at like I think 2x YouTube was made after Fabrizio started his channel because they were like, "Chalo, fucking get to the point,
I
bro."
think I think most of YouTube should is fine, but for Fabrizio's channel, they should add a 4x, 5x,
Yeah,
6x
yeah,
just
yeah,
to see what
yeah.
happens. Uh, so
Hey,
with
does Fabrizio's channel have that translate to Hindi audio? I would listen to that.
hey, hey, I think
That
है,
would be damn
ठीक
funny.
है.
Guys, हम इधर चले. What would Here We Go be in Hindi? चलो चलते हैं.
हो गेला है.
हो गया. Guys, tell us in chat what Hindi Here We Go would be.
But
अब
he said the
हम
best thing.
गए.
He said, we have not opened any talks with Lucas Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez still waiting for Real Madrid to call him. Real Madrid not calling Lucas Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez mostly leaving as free agent. Um, but I feel like there's a little mean. I feel like they should call him and at least tell him, bye, bye, sorry. Like, I hope
So
they've done that. But yeah, so I mean, like, the thing was, dude, we were completely out of ideas, man. It's like watching the next installment in the 1920s horror series. Like, there's nothing left. There's there's no direction to take it in. It's just an
so now you
empty
need
replica of what it
tactics.
used to be.
So now finally you
Yeah, now
need
we need
tactics. So you need Amorim.
that.
Come on.
I would love to see that. I love
Am
so to come back to that, I need two right backs. I need one left back because Ancelotti has lost faith. If Furlong Mendy doesn't play, then he'll just play anybody except Fran Garcia.
yeah.
Anybody. He's like, all right, how about we try an unfit David Alaba? Let's go. Let's try Camavinga again. Let's go. It's bizarre. Um, so we need probably one left back. We're getting one Trent, one another, non like if you have one uh, creative midfielder right back, then you should get one proper
Yeah,
right back
complete,
who's got
yeah.
no creativity,
Nothing.
like nothing. He should not have seen a movie, watched like nothing. He should
Just
just a
one
blank slate.
bodyguard, one
Yeah.
bouncer. You need
He
like
should have
one.
zero imagination. Like he's never made up a single thought in his mind. He should just like one of those guys. Um, and I suspect we need one. We need I think at least one metronome type uh
One young
central
Tony
midfielder.
Cruz.
Yeah, we need some guy like that because like there's no one to. So for example, in this game, right? No control over the game. No control because you can't play a 39-year-old Luka Modric.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a 39-year-old Luka Modric, then there's nobody to take charge
So
of this
who is
game.
that?
Then
So do you need Declan Rice? Is it Declan Rice from Arsenal? Here we go.
not Declan Rice. Not Declan Rice. I'm going
Who
to
are
think
who are the
about this.
best midfielders in the market right now?
Can give some options.
Rodri, but he's still not fit. Enzo Fernandez?
Sharky. Enzo, nahin. Don't want unreliable.
Bruno, nahi, Bruno is not metronome player. Bruno is
Nahin.
one. Bruno or Bellingham, one you can have.
I need a guy who makes the fourth pass before the goal. Zubi Mendy I had in my mind. Zubi Mendy.
Zubimendi,
Like what? By the way,
Caicedo types.
what Nimki is saying, and I hate to fucking admit it, but what Pedri is doing at Barcelona,
Pedri. Hmm.
we need a
Hmm.
Pedridista in as a Madridista.
Bruno
As a
Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes.
Guimaraes also, yeah, yeah.
So one Sandro Tonali types.
Kevin Burt, yeah. Dude,
Vitinha.
the midfield at PSG,
Yeah,
like
very
even
good.
Fabian Ruiz and Vitinha
What you
both.
need is one Tijani Reinders.
Tijani Reinders also superb.
Tijani Reinders you need in life.
Kimmich, but I would
Kimmich is
say
thoda old now.
yeah, a little old, and also like I don't think
What
he
about
is
De Bruyne free transfer?
You know who we are in talks with, who we could get? No, I don't want De Bruyne. I think he's too advanced a player. We have enough creative.
Hmm.
Like De Bruyne is that guy who, like like Rodri and all do all that basic ass work, and then he puts one. He does this on the dish. I have enough of these guys.
Yeah.
I need a guy who kneads the dough.
You need one
Who
Scott
does the,
McTominay.
who else? I was thinking from the same league. So we had him on the team. Um, this guy called Nico Paz.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's a full metronome, but midfield, maybe he's a good midfielder.
But dude,
Uh,
bring McTominay in. McTominay and Chouameni together. McChew. बहुत मजा आएगा.
dude, but McTominay का technical ability कितना खराब है.
अरे
Like
बहुत अच्छा
he looks
है. He
so
just
ungainly
looks
looks on the ball.
ungainly. He just looks ungainly, but he's quite gainly.
Quite gainly. Barella, there's another guy, na? Apart from no, that's Bastoni.
Bastoni is the
Um,
defender.
Paz is
Fred, you
attacking,
need
then don't
Fred.
need
Come
him.
on, just get McFred in, man. Get McFred in. Get Ten Hag to come in. Bring Anthony along with him. You solves your right wing problem.
Ruchir Bhatia has put, he has fully dubbed Duktinas by saying, get Rodri and you'll have a Ballon d'Or player in your team.
Hmm.
There you go.
I
I
think
can't
it's
get
mainly this
Florian
only
Wirtz.
because I think they're being punished now for taking this Ballon d'Or thing too personally and making itna halla about it for no reason. Now you are behaving like non-Ballon d'Or team.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, the answer is here only, and he's been asking you for months in the chat. Dominic Shobu Bobo Mosha hai, a passing
Yeah.
midfielder.
डोमिनिक बाबू आ जाओ किधर हो तुम डोमिनिक बाबू अभी हमको चाहिए आप आ जाओ हियर वी गो कंफर्म
अब अब हम चले एकला चोरबो नहीं एकला व्हाट इज इट
आई
एकला चोलबो
आई
रे
होप I hope the actual Dominic Szoboszlai sees all these episodes of 442, gets the hint, and puts in a transfer request immediately. Dude, yeah, that would be great. 10 के साथ हो जाए.
yeah.
But okay, so the next thing to kind of talk about is complete lack of control. We spoke about the two luxury players, dude, fucking awful. I don't know which manager is going to fix the problem
10
of when
hug
you're in
10
defense.
hug 10 hug just you need some transition Kautuk. I'm telling you, just make Real Madrid the best transition team in all of La Liga. I think this is the plan.
Oh
You
God,
have the
fuck.
players for it. You literally have the players for it. Just one quarterback to launch balls forward and three guys who are only pace and vibes.
The trouble is now when the transition comes uh from attack to defense, right? Then suddenly the game becomes from 11v11 it becomes 11v9 because दो लोग तो खड़े रहते हैं ऐसे कि चल तू डाल बॉल. uh just the refusal to do any kind of work is just so, like, it's unfixable. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know who you let go of or how you manage the time of these two people, but something's got to give. um फिर और क्या बात करना था. कार्लोस लेगेसी स्लैश एग्जिट.
Hmm. I mean,
Very weird.
yeah, see, the thing is, again, for context, when you're coming from Manchester United, you're like, अरे तो क्या हुआ, दो तुम लोग फाइनल खेला, क्वार्टर फाइनल तक पहुंचा, सेकंड आया लीग में, अभी भी एक कप फाइनल है, अच्छा है सीजन, मजे करो. बट दिस इज नॉट acceptable for Real Madrid.
I was just thinking about it. At Madrid, you either resign a Champions League winner or you get forced out as a
This
quarterfinal loser.
Zidane knew.
Yeah, Zidane knew it. Zidane knew it as a player and he knew it as a coach. And he was just like, guys, you got to time your exit with Madrid. Otherwise, they are waiting. They don't give a fuck about who you are, what you've done,
As long
your
as yeah, they
history.
won't love you.
They won't love you. They won't love you. They will push you out. So, like the fact that like Mbappe is getting booed, he's had a fantastic season, goals wise. I think there's one guy, I think, or is it one or two? There's like maybe two, three people who have got a better debut season um, goal uh, goal return than Kylian Mbappe, and he's booed because of two bad games.
Yeah.
That's it. It takes two bad games for the entire crowd to be like, "Fuck this guy,"
And then on the
and then
other hand, you
suddenly,
have Manchester United with like 15 losses this season, and entire fan base says, "नहीं, don't worry, manager को time देंगे, ये manager चलेगा, we believe in this manager." The manager was making us lose more. We have more faith. With every loss, our faith is cemented further. It's a complete fantasy universe.
so yeah, I've been just like this Hendrik also, man. This Hendrik is such a
एंड्रिक उसका शक्ल से
uh,
मेरे को annoying लगता है वो.
bro. He's a fadfadit kabutar. He just comes and he just fucking flaps like that, dude. He flaps. I mean, doesn't do anything that is, yeah, in terms of link up play or anything. Like he just has one tremendous shot. He has one ability to get in the box, and then that's about it. Like that's about it. So unless he somehow miraculously develops his game rapidly, um, I don't know, man. Like it's just so yeah. I think we are in for. It's going to be interesting when if we get Yabi, who by the way has a gentleman's agreement with Leverkusen. The agreement is ki, hey, I'll be with you guys, but if Real Madrid comes, you got to let me go.
What is a gentleman
So
in the face of a Papa Perez?
exactly, exactly. So I thought it was very cute that they had a gentleman's agreement around that. Um, but it's going to be interesting because he's going to come in with a fucking three at the back and he's going to demand work rate. And it's going to be great to see what happens. It's going to be so ugly. It's going to be drama. Like I hope someone films it.
Yeah, I think
I
you're
really
going to
hope.
have like if you go for one tactics wala coach, you are going to fully suffer. You're going to have to find one
Yeah.
new vibes merchant only.
I got to just end this whole thing by saying one thing though. Um, and this was in regards to Carlo Ancelotti leaving. That um, so I have to say this. That, I mean, sure, leaving, and I do think that, like I think all people, everyone who's watched Madrid this season would kind of agree that now we are very well out of ideas. There's nothing more that he's injecting into this team that is exciting or getting anything more out of these
Yeah.
players. So I think at this point, yeah, sure, him leaving, great, but it also made me kind of just reflect and go like, dude, like the fact that we added two more Champions Leagues is pretty phenomenal
Yeah, yeah, of
as a
course.
fan. As a fan, yeah, it just like kind of made me reflect on this whole thing because I felt like we had like this disastrous from 2001 till 2014. This like disastrous period in the Champions League where you're just like quarterfinal, quarterfinal,
Yeah.
quarterfinal, getting out, not figuring it out, all of that stuff. Barca then demolishing us 5-0 and all this nonsense we used to go through. So then we had the three-peat. We had that, and then we had the three-peat. We had 14 and three-peat, which was amazing. And then you thought, okay, that's the end of that cycle. You know, like
Yeah.
that happens. You get this crazy burst of incredible performances. A team comes together, a team is formed, gels, rises, and then falls, and then it's over. And then you have to wait for another whatever years before another cycle emerges. But the cycle came much faster, and you have to give Ancelotti credit for that.
Yeah,
And
you.
he was able to pull off something incredible in the 4 years that he was here. So, and to add two more Champions League titles is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So that
Yeah,
for
मैं सब
sure,
मैं full life में two Champions Leagues देखा है.
exactly, exactly. So just to put that in context, and the thing is, it also kind of leads me to. I was thinking about you, Azib, when I was thinking about all of these things. I was like, dude, like I don't know what happens from this point. The Mbappe curse could be real, where Mbappe comes, and then for the next 6, 7 years, we don't win anything, and he leaves without a trophy, without a Champions League or whatever it is. And then like how you saw this unprecedented success, and then it just suddenly one day stopped. And then it's always been like, ab kya kare? And So it could just well be that. Chances are less because it's Madrid and uh, they're crazy obsessed with the Champions League. So
Yeah.
it'll come back sooner than that. But you never know is the question. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, chalo, good na, good. Some other club should also be in transition now. I should have some company. हमारा सारा transition खत्म ही नहीं होता है.
Yeah.
What to do? I don't know
Um,
anymore. Then we also
what else
had
happened?
we had the other side of the Champions League semi-finals where Inter are through. Apologies and sorry to why apologies, but commiserations to Pratiti. Harold out yet
Harold
again.
out. Mhm.
Mm,
Dude, I saw the Aston Villa game. Did we talk about that?
no, we
The
didn't.
We didn't, huh?
No.
Uh, dude, because that Aston Villa game was, I was like, man,
Oh yeah, that
Aston
looked
Villa
like they
playing a
might
better
just do it.
remontada.
Yeah, yeah.
And they almost did it. Like it was like in the last minute, that incredible shot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
I forget who it was. Was it Watkins? This crazy shot that he hits, and it's
It's
like
off the
Pacho.
line, no?
Yeah, he just blocks it in the last minute, dude. It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Chelsea
but I mean,
won.
it doesn't look like they're going to get back into Champions League again, which is also sad for them.
Yeah.
But actually, so what is the deal? Is it 5 teams in Champions League from Premier League this time? And does that then change if the either United or Spurs wins the Europa League? How does this work now? Every year it's bloody confusing. I don't know how this works.
You think they'll push out the fifth guy like you guys did with the FA Cup?
Yeah, yeah, we've done that now before. Because then
Yeah.
6 British teams in Champions League would be a lot,
ज़्यादा
no?
हो जाएगा. ज़्यादा हो जाएगा.
Oh, then it will be 6 apparently. Okay,
It'll be six.
apparently.
Then who are they pushing? They have to push out somebody, no?
I mean, we don't know.
No?
So apparently 5 plus 1 6 ही रहेगा.
Hmm. But to maintain a table, they have to push somebody out, right? So then what? Like
Yeah, I don't know.
Cyprus doesn't need to play at all.
Yeah, क्या पता.
What happened?
Usually what happens is that the fifth team doesn't play, so it's going to be top four only. Earlier this used to happen कि top three and of the top four only three would make it. This I think Chelsea have done to somebody before. I think wasn't it Spurs where Spurs had finished top four and then Chelsea won the Champions League and then Spurs couldn't play Champions League.
Aman
Yes.
Saraf nails it. He's like Barca को हटा दो. Correct. I agree. I agree.
Yes.
I feel like even if they win the Champions League, if you guys win the UEL, then they should just be sorry.
But who now you think Champions League because it's quite. What is the final draw? Who is playing who? Arsenal,
PSG are
Barca.
playing Arsenal.
Oh, PSG,
No,
Arsenal. Oh,
PSG Arsenal.
PSG,
PSG
Arsenal,
Arsenal.
and then Barca, Inter. Good matches.
Yeah, Barca Inter good. I feel like PSG have the best chance in my books, and then the next one is Barca. And I feel like the only reason for that is I feel like PSG have a more rounded team, like in
Yeah,
terms of
PSG is a team of no individuals.
yeah.
I mean,
I
everybody's
think they
pulling
might.
their weight. But even Barcelona to that extent. I mean, you have like your Rafinhas and Lewandowski's and Lamines and whoever else, Ferrans and all scoring the goals when they need to come. But it's been fairly
I
balanced for
also
them
think like
also.
nose to tail, I think PSG have a better like in terms of like just the profile of players and like they're very solid in the midfield. They have attacking depth. They have strong backline. They have Donnarumma in goal. I think it's a and if I think it would just I think cosmically it will make so much sense for them to win it the
Yeah,
minute Mbappe.
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I feel
That
like
that is the
just
main balance that they have, that there is no Mbappe. So one just giant scale has tipped.
yeah.
And
Uh,
the Dembele factor also.
And the Dembele factor, dude. So 30 something goals he scored in the season. The Kvaratskhelia factor.
Ah, the
How can
Kvicha.
we forget
The Kvicha.
the Kvicha factor, dude? It's the Kvicha aura will take them across the line. Uh, but I think that if Arsenal somehow manage to beat PSG, I think they'll win the title. is what I think.
Hmm. I just still think. Actually, I don't know. It's all four for me have a good chance of winning because even Inter actually looked pretty good against Bayern. This Lautaro is banging them in fully, and even the like that defense for Inter, of course, always very good. Plus, manager is good.
It never made sense to me why more people haven't tried harder to get Lautaro Martinez. What is up with that?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, what is up with that? Because if Lukaku has been more in demand than Lautaro, then something is wrong with the way football is run, dude.
yeah,
Why is that?
yeah. It makes no
Why?
sense because he has a great goal
Chad, please
scoring
tell.
record.
Yeah, please tell why you feel Lautaro has
In fact, clubs
not.
buy back Lukaku. They say Lauta Romelu. They say instead of buying one
He
Martinez.
has been to United twice, right? No, once.
No, Chelsea twice.
Chelsea twice.
Yeah,
And Inter twice.
and it feels like Inter twice, and I feel like he's been to most clubs twice. Apparently, age and lack of PR. Kitna, how old is Lautaro? Is he 30 plus?
Let's check. Let's check. Lautaro
28.
Martinez.
28 is the prime striker years.
27 है bro.
27.
इस
तो
साल
फिर तो
28 होएगा.
तो फिर United, come on,
Makes no sense.
put in the bid. I mean, with what money, I don't know.
But yeah, why can't you? Why didn't you? Why is it Matheus Cunha and all these guys in your
अरे बिकॉज यही
shortlist?
आएगा ना हमारा जो 700 रुपए का ट्रांसफर बजट है इसमें सब यही आएगा. क्या करेगा उसके साथ if you keep losing every week in the Premier League? Like right now, it's literally just finished 14th, so we get 500,000 more to buy one extra player.
that's that's like 1 week's wages of Casemiro.
Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
getting.
yeah.
Finishing 14th.
Yeah, so it's just at this point, I just hope that United जो भी उनका पैसा है वो लोग अच्छा मस्त गोल्ड में डाला है पिछले 3-4 महीने से, so that they've got
But
nice 20% returns.
Casemiro is going to stay for one more season.
I mean, he's playing and starting every match. Now, I think now this this fellow is also starting him every game just to be like, कि यार खिलाओ maximum as much as possible so that somebody buys him in the summer.
Where I had
I mean, the
I had
thing is
to
that
tell
his
you,
pace is not really getting exposed much now because he's got
yeah.
Ugarte playing next to him. And again, like they've sort of started understanding the system, but the point is that the attacking personnel is just not good enough at this moment. Like we had attacking personnel that would have thrived if they were all mentally okay and confident. If you had Rashford, if you had Sancho, if you had Anthony, you had Ahmad, like that was a good फॉरवर्ड लाइन टू हैव. बट अभी सब बच्चा लोग को अभी है मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज, तो क्या कर सकते हैं.
Speaking of mental health issues, I got to tell you this. So apart from the Aston Villa game, the other almost remontada, what a game that would have been had it not
Which one, sorry?
the Dortmund versus Barca.
Yeah, yeah,
It started off so fantastically.
yeah.
And eventually, Gurasi scored a
Chirasi.
hat trick.
Yeah.
So I got to show you, just turn on sharing for me. I got to show you something.
शेयरिंग कैसे शेयरिंग
Got to show you
करें.
what if
Yes,
हार के
you can
जीतने वाले को
share.
बाजीगर कहते हैं. Then I got to show you what a bazigar's face actually looks like.
Hilarious. Oh no.
I've never seen someone look sadder receiving the player of the match.
अरे अरे बेचारा. Poor guy.
So felt really bad, dude. I mean, they were so close, and then Barca snuffed it out. I got to also tell you this. Marcus Rashford is the first Manchester United player to register a direct goal involvement in the Champions League quarterfinal in the last 10 years.
Wow. Okay, all right. It's gonna get wild in here.
What is it?
It's about to get wild. because oh my god, oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my God. Azim, you're joining from a
oh my
foreign location.
God.
Oh, my video's not on.
Yes, I am in a foreign location.
I got
Did I
a, I
not
got,
turn have you put off my video?
No, your
how
video
will we
keeps
do
turning
this?
off and on.
Why is my video not on then?
Joel, why do
Video?
all Tottenham fans immediately go into this
Start
victim mentality?
camera.
1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, start my video. Yeah. Oh, okay. Understood. Understood. It's the OBS. It's a sexy OBS.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I was telling Kautuk about your very optimistic plans of going to Bilbao.
Hey, Bilbao plan.
Before the semi-final has been played, Joel was like, "Chalo Bilbao."
See, agar Tottenham loses to Bodo Glimt, which sounds like an IT website command, and I have already booked tickets, then it means God wants me to travel to Spain and be the love of my life. A team which sounds like a typo cannot
अरे हम लोग
ruin my
जीता.
chance.
Did we beat Bodo Glimt? I think we did beat Bodo Glimt. But I think we may have drawn also with Bodo Glimt. I'm not sure.
Dude, but what a final it'll be if it's Bilbao versus Bodo
Bodo
Glimt.
Glimt.
Oh,
Peak.
oh.
This is like Conference League final
Oh.
being played in Europa League final for some reason.
Yeah, I think I man, this is so. But yeah, sorry. But what was the topic that I came into?
No, so we were basically talking about Champions League, remontadas, United's general status, Madrid's general status. But now we got to talk about the fact that United and Tottenham seem to be Karan Arjun of this season, where both of you are twins, are
They're trying
brothers.
hardest to have the worst season possible.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
the thing is,
Like
if
you
you
guys-
see Tottenham, the last time they won a cup, I think it was 2009 or 7, and they won, and the manager got sacked.
But
It
that
was
was
Van der
your
Ramos,
last
who after that went to Real Madrid.
Wait, who?
So,
One day Ramos, no?
Oh
yeah,
my God,
yeah.
yeah. Fuck, Van der Ramos.
But
So, I mean,
y'all had manager sacked before your last final, no? Which was Mourinho, because y'all didn't want to pay him
man,
winning
Tottenham
bonus.
was playing some team, Romanian team.
Stoya
Okay.
Bucharest.
उसका मैनेजर जेल में था, टॉटनहम उससे हारा. तो
One second. What?
they were very popular. This was like some Romanian. I think it was a team which Vlad Kerikis played for.
Sheriff. Or was it? No.
No.
अरे बहुत सारा. It's not once. Like because some Eastern European money scam. Because,
what team was it? What did you say?
I think it was Bucharest. Let me check.
Stoya
Let me ask
Bucharest.
ChatGPT.
Bucharest.
Which team's manager was in jail in Europa that beat Tottenham?
Oh my God. Was it Dinamo Zagreb? People are saying.
Dynamo Zagreb 2021. मतलब Mourinho को हराया.
Wow. That
For
is
fraud
that is peak Spurs.
Here.
Yeah.
Tottenham embarrassed
So
by
if you-
team coach was sentenced to prison this week.
Yeah, the worst thing, I thought this was like 2009. This is like mid-pandemic.
Oh fuck.
Hilarious.
Zoran Mamic has resigned this week after he received a prison sentence of nearly 5 years. Mamic spent the bookend of his playing career.
Five-year contract with Prison FC. Here we go.
But that's crazy, dude. That's
So
crazy.
you think a manager is fired? That's not a biggie. Bro, we are afraid of jail managers. They have 100% record against us.
अरे but what has gone on? See, United का चलो new manager has come, tactics बकवास है, players को आता नहीं है कैसा खेलने का. What is wrong with Spurs?
Okay, first of all, this is what I feel. I'll make it very short. One, though, I feel 3 points. One, I feel is Tottenham didn't play with the settled back four at all. Okay, where Romero and Van der Ven were not there, and you had like Ben Davis and Archie Gray. And Archie Gray is like he's an 18-year-old player who was played in the championship last year.
And he was a midfielder, no? Who's now playing
Yeah,
in
he's a
the...
midfielder, but he's a very good center back because he became a ball playing center back. And he was decent, but the thing is, matlab, the injuries under him have been a lot. But that's also because his style is the reason which creates a lot of injury. Like if you have a player like Van der Ven, uska matlab, he doesn't, matlab, he's a very fast ball carrier and he's fast at everything. Right?
But he has
So
like
that's his,
half a hamstring, no? In both legs.
but वो तो
हाँ,
होने ही वाला है ना if your
तो
main attribute is just last minute recovery pace at all times.
matlab, that some solution has to be found. And one is that. Second is I feel like some winger profiles have been heavily hard on. Like there was no reason to get Brennan Johnson last year because you put 45 million on a player who only is a vertical player, right? He just runs from
Who,
one
Brennan
corner
Johnson?
flag to the other. Yeah.
But goal तो
He's
मारता
very
है
good at
अच्छा.
receiving. He's good at the far post, but he will never have a decent game without a goal, right? And I don't like him. Nobody likes him in the club. And my thing is, if you get a winger who fits the profile and you pay 40, 45 million, in 2 years, he has to become close to a finished product, right? But he's not. He's still the same player who had come. I just feel he just does not have, like, for example, Wilson Odobert. He came from Burnley. Okay, he also had like a injury season. But you can see, like, he has just more things in his artillery that can become something. So I feel that I think Brennan Johnson could go. I feel that, and I feel third is I just don't know what's happening, to be honest. Like I just feel like the
Do you think Bhaskar Paglu should leave now?
The thing is, I feel like if he wins a Europa, then he should not leave because come on, you should go hard.
Second
Because
season
to be
में
honest,
trophy.
the way Boston Bhaskar Paglu plays, you would not think he would reach anywhere in a knockout round because his style is suicidal. Rather, you think he would be like a good league manager. But in Tottenham, his style is like now he's reached 2 semi-finals this year,
But
which is
this
very
Ten Hag
bizarre.
also did now with complete suicide ball. He won 2 cups in 2 years.
But in Tottenham, you don't win. That's
हाँ,
the
but at least
bigger
you're
picture.
getting to semis and all, no? तो same with United also. वो कुछ भी chaos करके निकल रहे matches. But now you still have
Yeah,
big
मतलब
injury
वही है.
crisis. This fellow is not back, Van de Ven.
No, now the whole team is back, and now the thing is they're not playing better. So now it's like, okay, now I don't know what happened. I think it's too late, or I don't know what it is. But if should he get fired? That if he gets fired, then you have to get like a progress. You have to carry on with the same profile of coaching because
Ten
it's like
Hag.
it went from. No, it's like it went from Pochettino, who I feel Tottenham got at the right time, and I think Tottenham got rid of at the right time. Okay. But then it went to Mourinho and Conte, and Tottenham just lost 5 years there, right?
Correct.
So after Postecoglou, people are like, "Oh, get Thomas Frank and all." It's a complete switch of profiles, right?
Yeah.
You have to get someone like who was Brighton's before manager,
Graham
De
Potter.
Zerbi.
नहीं,
No, De Zerbi. You have to
Deserby.
get someone like that,
Interesting.
or
Yeah.
like a Nagelsmann profile who's playing. So it's a carry on from there. It cannot be like, oh, now suddenly you get the coach who plays
You have
three at
to-
the back.
You have to Arna slot it.
Correct. हाँ, वो Klopp to slot you can
Yeah,
do.
somewhere
Klopp
like
to
that.
Sam Allardyce you can't do.
So my thing is that like you if you're firing him, and if you're firing him and getting Thomas Frank or that coach from Bournemouth who's playing like off the ball, then no, there is no reason to sack him. But if you sack him and getting like a De Zerbi profile or someone, then I think you should.
I also got to show you guys this thing. Okay, so this is how the tables ended. Okay, for the Champions League table for new format, which we had a league thing, right, for the first time.
Hey, we didn't have.
तुम लोग का नहीं था क्या league?
नहीं, we also had the same format, no? That league. Which
I'm
right.
saying we are Europa Warriors.
And I was going to come to that also. So both Champions League and Europa. So Champions League table, it ended after 8 games. Liverpool, Barcelona, Arsenal, Inter. Okay. 3 of the top 4 have made it to the semis. And in your UEFA Europa
Bodo Glimt
League,
was first, no? Were they not?
no, Lazio was first.
Huh.
Then it was Athletic Bilbao,
Bilbao.
United.
Manchester United, and Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah.
So essentially, I have a feeling like this format
Give
is
spoilers.
yeah, it gives spoilers, and I think like then the correct teams are rising up, even in the league.
That is
I like
interesting.
how
But I don't know,
and the
man.
world is
I don't know. I don't see how United can beat Bilbao.
He's been seeing
Spurs तो
Papa
निकल
all
जाएगा.
the way.
ये कौन आ गया?
I
1 second,
I
guys.
don't feel-
हाँ हाँ.
I would rather play United in the finals because I feel Tottenham. I think in the last 5 games, United have not beaten also Tottenham, and also man, I just feel like I don't want Tottenham to play like a disciplined Spanish side, dude. That would be the most useless way
This
to like.
Bilbao is our bogey team. Hamisha they come and spank us and go away. I have such Iker Muniain trauma I have from before. Every time I've seen his
Thankfully, he's
face,
gone
And the
now.
mo-
he's gone
and
now.
the
Yeah.
moment that you see Nico Williams, that guy, you just know that he's gonna skin Pedro Porro, man.
Oh ho
And
ho!
I'm
The
just
other
not
side,
interested in
the
that.
other side of London also has arrived now. Oh ho 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 ho! Come on, let
God.
Tushar
What is
has
this? What formal look?
shirted up
It
for
feels like
the
he's come to buy the podcast.
no. Tushar has come for the roast of Kautuk Srivastava.
मैं मुंह दिखाने लायक नहीं रहा तुषार. Congratulations.
अरे कहाँ गया तुम्हारा रेमोंटाडा?
Tushar, the reason we wear white is sometimes because we like to just wave that in front of people and leave quietly.
But all the things happened, na? कितना तुम्हारा memes था कि when you put the lid on the
एक हफ्ता इन लोगों
rice
ने
cooked.
इतना I mean, इनका जितना इनका मेहनत जितना इनका सोशल मीडिया टीम ने किया है उतना
Yeah.
अगर किया होता.
Once I'm getting panic.
And this just
I want to know, Tushar, because like from a Madrid perspective, I thought it was the most inert, toothless, like boring, bankrupt of ideas game that I've ever seen Madrid play in a long time. Like to not get a shot on target in 60 minutes is like, that's it, man. It sums it up. कि तुम्हें 3 गोल चाहिए था और तुम शॉट भी नहीं ले पा रहे हो. So what was it from your perspective?
Dude, it was just planned to perfection, no? Like everything was properly organized, and you're playing against a team that just refused any kind of organization.
Yeah.
And just that midfield, man. And I'm very annoyed that Partey got that yellow card, so he's not going to play in the first leg of the semi-final. But Partey, Rice, and Odegaard together, thing of beauty, and just complete control. And also just Alaba getting that yellow card in the first 10 minutes, so he's essentially like disabled at that point of time. And I don't know, but the weird thing was the first 3 minutes, it seemed like Real really came to play
Of
because
course,
if you saw that
3 minutes.
First 3 minutes, and I was like, "Arey shit, they've come to play, dude. They're gonna mess this up." And what I loved at this point of time was Arsenal have generally, as everyone has seen over the years, crumbled in these situations completely. And they were like, "Nahi." And within 3 minutes, Saka has a shot on off. It wasn't on target, but probably a foot away
Threatening
from
goal.
the goal. Yeah. And I was like, "Fuck, they've come to play." I think it's like all the trauma of the last, I don't know how many decades, has taught them like, fuck it now. Let's just play your game, have fun with it. And just they controlled. And this it stuck to the Arteta philosophy that for the longest time he's wanted this, right? He's wanted I want to control the game and I want to play it on my terms.
Yeah.
And it's finally coming true. And just every aspect of that game, from everyone from attacking to defense. And of course, we don't have a recognized striker. And even Saka's still playing off his injury and he might again be injured a little. Hopefully, he will be okay for PSG. I don't know why the fuck he had to play him against Ipswich Town. I'm like, usko बैठने दो ना bench पे.
हाँ हो गया अभी title तो is done. Liverpool is
Yeah,
only
that is
winning.
done. There's no point there. But every aspect of the game and what was really fun was just like, I don't know, every player was like, मेरे को पता है मेरे को exactly क्या करने है, and I'm gonna follow that to the T. Even Jakob Kivior, who's gotten so much like dissing in the past, he's been great this month. Like every single game he's played, he's been very solid. And Declan Rice, he didn't score, but like he that midfield was his bitch, basically. Yeah, especially defensively, he was the kind of interceptions he was making, just the way in which he was just taking the ball around. And weirdly enough, Odegaard wasn't having a great game. And despite that, sort of Rice covered up for it, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
Rice,
telling you,
oh,
you guys came with a war plan, and we
yeah.
had like we had a strategy for playing Luka Chupi, and that was the difference between the two of us. Like, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Dude, the funniest was
But
when
I
Vinicius
feel like,
scored the goal. I'm just going like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm just like, bhai, tu 4-1 down, calm down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, and
but
that too, like,
like what happens, Kautuk? Like I feel like Real Madrid will keep having this problem until that whole Rodrigo, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe. Because clearly it feels that all three players want to play on the left wing.
Yeah. That is the
No, but I
problem,
think
no?
the bigger problem is the midfield. I think the lack of Cruz has just really fucked them up.
You think
Hmm.
Cruz back
नहीं
out of
मतलब वो भी
retirement?
I feel like Mbappe का भी like his whole one-on-one skills and all of those things, right? Because of also which he had a very fantastic World Cup because he
Yeah.
had that Giroud was playing, right? It's insane,
Yeah,
but
Giroud was playing that.
right. So he just need a bile in the middle who can finish. And I just feel like matlab like at one point it's like you can just feel that Mbappe is such a runner on the left. But it's like, and I feel like
yeah, I
at this
mean,
point, if given a chance, Madrid would still want Vinicius on the left over
no,
Mbappe.
we always have the issue of when you come up against a defensive team, a well-trained defensive team that doesn't give you space to run, there's no other plan. There is no other plan to unlock any defense whatsoever. Then it is you give it to your most creative players and then hope that they do some 1-2, they do
Yeah.
some skill, they do some long range curler, Fede Valverde come take a shot. Like it's one of those. Like there's nothing going on in terms of, which is why we need like Ancelotti, I think, is at the end of the road in terms of what you can do with simply with, if you give some guy a coaching challenge on FIFA where you're like, dude, your whole thing is to win a whole season, but the only attribute you have to work with is team chemistry.
No,
Yeah.
you're
So
not allowed to change
team
tactics,
chemistry goes.
formation,
Oh, and
nothing.
also, but this is Real's history. Every time they've gone extra Galactico, they've failed.
Yeah.
Their best phases have
And
been the non-Galactico ones.
no, and
But
it's
that's what will happen in normal football. Even PSG, unka
Yeah.
bhi non-Galactico era
Playing
mein,
much
they are
better
playing the
without the
best.
stars. Yeah.
because at the end of the day, uh, like it's built into the fact that when you have superstars, they want to be superstars, and the way to be superstars is to outshine others.
Yeah.
And if everyone's trying to outshine everybody else, then it can't work.
Also,
Just
the one
cannot.
thing these two legs have done is they've showed Bellingham in such a bad light. Because forget playing badly, he was being a dick on the field, dude. Just
Yeah.
randomly throwing people, holding like catching on Rice's
Him,
leg, just being
that's
a
the
dick.
thing. That's the thing, right? If like imagine this, okay? Just imagine being on this pitch as say you are a Arda Güler, okay?
Yeah.
And you look up and you see Vinny and you see Mbappe and you see Jude.
Yeah.
And for some reason you chose to pass to Rodrigo. And the whole thing breaks down. And then you
Yeah.
have three people throwing a tantrum in front of you.
Yes.
Three people going, fuck, pass kyun nahi deta hai?" Like, imagine that is your situation. Like you can't have a team like that, dude. Like, I think you need
Go on, sorry.
a coach who can
Klopp
can
might be on the way, right, to Madrid. That's what they were implying.
But Klopp
they
has
are
announced he's not leaving the Red Bull project or whatever. But I mean, of course, it can change in 2 minutes. I
Of
mean,
course.
the
But
Real
can
Madrid
like
job
Klopp
is
wrong guy.
coach a team like
Wrong guy.
Mbappe and all? Uska team to wo hai na. Like that's his whole. just everyone has to do cocaine at the same time and play.
There is no chance.
हाँ वो
इन
मर्डर
लोग
बॉल तो
से
नहीं करने वाले ये लोग
गेगन प्रेस का
हाँ.
गैग भी नहीं ला पाएगा बे वो इस टीम से. नो
The
चांस.
thing is,
लाइक
in Real Madrid ka team mein, they all actually want to play cricket. Just stand at deep third man, wear a
या
hat. They
Yeah,
just
you
have,
can.
they are just
brother, you are right, Joel. You are right. The minute we lose the ball, na immediately Vinny and Mbappe are just
Like, yeah.
they're like तू लेके आ अभी.
yeah,
And
because I feel like
that was the stark difference, right? For example, every single one of the Arsenal forwards was coming back, and just like the moment you lost the ball, all 9 of you were piche. Like you
Bro,
had a structure in place which was working really well.
Madrid are actually waiting and hoping कि कब when this cycle of whole team presses and all this nonsense goes away and we're back to the 90s where two forwards are not in play at all.
Yeah.
The team is like there is no concept of pressing. There is just put a hard tackle and move on, bitch.
Yes. You think we're going to go to that full circle in 10 years? We'll come back to playing British 90s football again.
so I think that's what's happening, Like for example, like structural football, and then they started calling it structural freedom and all of those things. Then they realized that if every team is playing structural football, you have to have those show shiners footballers back, right? Suddenly, what was I think around 2015 onwards, right? You started hating those one specialists because they're not playing with the team. Now
Basically,
suddenly
you can
now you want
trace.
those 1v specialists back because everybody has learned the structure.
Bro,
Yeah.
you know something
So
like if I was Mesut Ozil and if I got a time machine, I would go back in time and first kill Pep Guardiola.
Yeah.
वो एक
For
पेप ने
ruining the
उसका
entire
करियर
number
बर्बाद
10.
कर दिया.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Pep was never this thing. He was like, no, I will not have number 10. I will do false 9, and I will have like three. I will have the deep sitting midfielder and not the midfielder in front of the two.
and nobody can be like the only person who I'll allow to not press and all of that is
Messi,
literally Lionel Messi.
Yeah,
Like
the
yeah,
best player in the world, is the only player who gets to not listen. Rest
yeah,
get in line.
तू
yeah.
जावी होगा, तू इनिएस्टा होगा, तू भागेगा, समझा?
But उसका
तू
वही था ना
बैक करेगा.
कि I feel the thing is when your methods are so extreme, which is what happened with Tottenham under Mourinho and Conte, who also thought they were like monarchies, right? अगर when Conte came and said no ketchup and mayonnaise, everyone was like चलो अगर मैं केचप मेयोनीज नहीं खा रहा हूँ और मैं 3-1 जीत रहा हूँ ओके अभी मैं केचप भी नहीं खा रहा हूँ मेयो भी नहीं खा रहा हूँ मैं वोल्वरहैम्पटन से 1-0 भी हार रहा हूँ दे मेरा चिप्स मेरे को I think that's the thing with Pep, right? You know that he's going to win the league in 2 years. He's going to win the Champions League in 3 years. So you give it up and yeah. और उसका एक चीज तो है, rarely has Pep given up on a player and that player has gone on to do better. Like Calvin Phillips तो भाई चले गया वो खत्म बाबा टाटा.
Yeah.
I think only
And
player
by
He
the
who
was
way,
on at the
thrived.
start only. कभी उसको दिया ही नहीं उससे कुछ
Yeah,
भी.
yeah. That was
dude,
such a strange signing.
recently Pep came out and said, who did he say this about?
Grealish, I think.
Matthew Nunes that he can't play center mid.
Yeah, about Nunes. He's like, hey, he's no good under pressure. He fucks up. What do you
Oof,
expect? Like,
wow.
he can't do it.
Man, the thing is, he could have just he said he can play right back, but he can't play center mid. And to be honest, he plays really good as right back. But the thing is, he could have just played as center mid in some other Premier League team which were dying to have him. Like for the next 5-10 years, and he would be phenomenal, or at least he would be playing on a high level. He could have played for United, he could have gone in for. He could have gone for Tottenham, he could have gone in for. He could have gone into Chelsea. Anyone can go to Chelsea. He could have gone in for like 6 teams. He could have gone to Arsenal also, I feel.
For center mid.
I feel Nunes is a player who every squad benefits from.
नहीं हमारा पास तो अभी एक और बैकअप पड़ा है ना हमारा माइल्स लुइस केली who's actually
Oh, dude, by the way, can I
Lewis
tell you,
Kelly, yes.
shoot, I have to tell you, man,
What that man is,
what a
stud that boy.
player.
And also, oh my God, you saw all the shithousery shit that he did at the Bernabeu.
What a
He was
player.
pissing off the fans so beautifully. I was like, I
Left back,
waited
है ना?
for a player like that at Arsenal.
He's a midfielder
MLS.
actually.
He's
Yes.
a left back, but he's actually a midfielder.
अरे
So
अभी
there's a
के
good
जमाने में सब वही है रे, लेफ्ट बैक, सेंटर
there's
बैक,
a
मिड बैक.
well, there's a good chance without in the first leg with Partey not being there, he may play center mid.
No. Big mistake.
No, yeah,
वो
because
जॉर्जिनियो आ
because
जाएगा
he's
ना
no
अभी
problem.
मिडफील्ड में.
नहीं, Jorginho injured है.
Oh.
वो इंजर हो गया. So because my worry is Arteta will do that thing where he'll bring Rice back into like defensive mid and then put someone else आगे. Mikel Merino will end up playing where Rice plays, and then you'll probably have a Trossard up top.
हाँ, got
That
it.
has not worked. That just doesn't work. It has never worked. Like
By the
that
way,
combination never works.
Pep is also he's also been commenting on Kuzanov, who they've just bought.
Yeah.
And
There was
I don't
apparently a fight at this thing, no?
शैम्पू,
What? Shampoo?
शैम्पू फाइट. कुछ उसने टकला
Guardiola?
बोला ना basically.
What? So
कुछ
then
पंगा हुआ, हाँ, वही
Guardiola,
कुछ
what?
पंगा. I don't know exactly what happened, but कुछ पंगा हुआ.
he
Training में.
also said कि he doesn't travel with a wash bag. What is this?
What? That's wild.
गंदा कपड़ा देके कैसे जाता है?
Wow, I feel like
Where is Kuzana from?
So he
Dagestan.
said,
Send 2-3
yeah,
years.
Uzbekistan. Listen to
Dagestan,
this.
forget.
Listen to this. What I like is that he's well liked in the dressing room. Today he traveled with no wash bag, no nothing. He arrived to play football, and when you talk to him, he just laughs all the time.
Are you sure this is an actual story? Some people are saying that it's a parody.
No, it's on Yahoo Sports. He's
Okay.
given an
Oh,
interview.
Yahoo Sports.
Just check it's not
Yeah,
1st
he's
April.
making parody on Yahoo Sports.
Yeah, also who is using Yahoo anymore? I don't think Yahoo is
March 4th.
yeah. I don't think
I mean,
Yahoo
it's India,
counts as a creditable news source anymore.
It's like that the other day I discovered that Rediff is still around.
Oh yeah.
Ready?
You know,
Like it's
in an age where Reddit exists, we still have Rediff also.
Rediff. Yeah.
What did Rediff do, by the way?
होता था
Well,
एक
news
न्यूज़ था, ईमेल भी होता था,
Used to
Rediff
be
mail.
Email also,
yeah,
Rediff
used to be a
mail.
mail, yeah.
Yeah.
Search engine also they had, but it
Oh
obviously
yeah,
failed.
correct. Fuck, वो भी क्या
Yeah, I
ज़माना
remember
था.
having
Everyone
an
tried
email.
everything. Early 2000s का वो boom था जो.
Yeah, Y2K.
Yeah.
अच्छा. Okay, chalo friends, we'll need to wrap up because I have to do for side pod in 10 minutes. Any closing thoughts? Anything to promote, plug? Joel, shows was कुछ है?
Play super chat so Azim and I can go to Bilbao.
Yes, if United
came out
and Tottenham make it through some miracle to Bilbao, then Joel and me will go together. I'll have to leave next morning only immediately from Bilbao and do show in Hyderabad.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get a chance to see Tottenham in any final. So I think, yeah, I like how we are acting like we have tickets ready.
Think of the changeover from Bilbao to Hyderabad.
Yeah, I'm just thinking कि Bilbao
Name
से
flight
to
change करेंगे.
yeah.
But I cannot believe that.
And
on
imagine
this,
if United lose and I have to deal with Joel with
So-
me losing to Tottenham in final, and then how long those 6 flights will feel going back.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll be insufferable. That is true.
You go in some other stand. You will get tickets separately.
Yeah.
Okay, any shows you have to promote, Joel?
No shows, but I've released 3 YouTube videos in the
Oh,
last
yes.
2-3 months. Go on
Very
my
nice.
channel and watch it.
Amazing.
3. No, 3. I don't know why I keep doing LOVE. It's just stuck to my hand. But 3 videos.
Very nice. Okay, cool. Thanks, Tushar, also for coming in. Very nice.
Hey,
Milte hain
Tushar, you
soon.
don't have anything to promote? Maybe you can show your watch. I don't know.
What?
You're wearing a nice watch.
just like the minute he sees an Arsenal fan,
Yeah,
just
it's
his
just
inner
like-
Tottenham just flares
You know,
up.
I love how even there was a point in where Joel was describing something, and the most apt word would have been to say Arsenal, but he checked himself and said artillery instead.
Oh. No, I was like, in my head, I thought artillery, and I was like, can I pronounce that word? Like, do I have the skill to say it? And
Those the harder paths.
Yeah, chose the harder one. Harder one. Anyways,
Okay,
see
chalo.
ya, boss.
See you,
See you
Okay.
guys.
friends.
See you
Okay,
guys.
goodbye. We have super chats. Smash likes, friends, if you're enjoying IPL season and all this scheduling makes it difficult. So please smash likes, please subscribe if you are new. Atharva said Menu is more of a big game player than Haaland ever was. Fully agree, 100%. Menu greater than all. Where is Varun Ramesh today? Menu best. At least for this week, Menu greater than whatever your Harvey Davis, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones.
Harvey Davis.
Yes. Then we have Anirudh Pajapur who says अगर फुलम के साथ कमबैक करने के बाद भी टट्टी खेले हो तो चेल्सी क्लब हो तुम. Oh yeah, Chelsea. But Chelsea are still in this thing, na? They're going to complete the set. They're going
Yeah,
to
they're
win
in conference.
all the three. First team to
I
do
want
that.
to see what is the conference league. What is going on there?
Yes. Prediction league, I think we will do next season only, Suraj. Oh, Chelsea are facing Betis. Oh, Betis. Uh,
Betty.
Anthony is going to be European king, guys. Come on. Fuck, I have a horse in the Conference League to support. Let's go. I am fully all in for Betis. Let's go. Vivan Mehta, question for Kautuk. One dream signing, one sensible transfer, and one Nikal Bhenkelode for this summer transfer window.
Lucas Vasquez is Nickel
Nikal,
Bank.
okay. Dream signing.
Who's the best right back in the world right now? Is it Trent?
I don't think
But I
so.
don't want Trent. But I want like a nice right back. I'll come back to you about this. And what is the last one?
Sensible signing. Hakimi, which you lost on this
Hakimi
stream
would be
only.
nice. Yeah, which he left on stream.
Yes.
And I was telling you back
yes,
then also. I didn't want
yes.
this to happen.
Dalot, you want Dalot? No, DeMarco
No,
is actually
horrible.
pretty good. DeMarco is good.
DeMarco is also very good. Yeah, would want. I think some of the names that we said in for midfield, I think were very nice,
Okay.
including Szoboszlai.
Szoboszlai, Szobobaba Masai. Okay. And speed through the remaining super chats. Rishabh Genius says कौतुक भाई रूफ बंद करने से मुंह बंद करने से नाक बंद करने से सिर्फ शेमॉन टाटा होता है. आओ कभी हमारे हवेली पे खुले आसमान में तुमको दिखाएगा असली रेमोंटाडा कैसा होता है. हैशटैग GGMU फॉर वन डे.
Oh,
रेमोन ट्रैफर्ड. वेरी
I
नाइस
wish
इट
मैंने
वाज.
वो मैच आंख बंद करके देखा होता.
Praditi says no more complaining. Last 4 matches for my favorite player ever, Muller. Thomas, Bayern fans will always love you. I am just watching Lamine to cope. Yes, Muller's last
The
few
Space
games.
Invader.
Lamine is too good, yaar. Too only good he is. Anirudh Madhuri here with this fact says Kimi Raikkonen scored more goals than Lionel Messi at Juventus Stadium. Ooh, fascinating. LFC win. Hope no surprises against Spurs. Hashtag Top Gear Football. Well, you never know. It is Spurs, and Spurs is always a surprise. Sean Gonzalez says, Adim, are you still in Australia? When are you remontading to India? I'm sure the flight will be 90 minutes as per Madrid Standard Time. Anthony and Rashford killing it. Who to take back? Anthony, for sure. But now Betis won't give Anthony back. He's had such a good season. 40 million they'll give us for him, I think. But yeah, still in Australia. Why get back home? Hopefully, well, yeah, next week. Char Eclair says, "Are we dosto? Are we signing Cunha or another Chuna incoming? Profile wise seems like perfect
Tuna.
signing, but attitude wise gives Pogba and Sancho vibes fully. You have summed up perfectly what I think of
Yeah.
Cunha.
Yeah.
Full Pogba and Sancho and Rashford combined he gives."
Yeah.
Alap says in the semis after 6 years, vintage Barca is back. Hashtag treble. Oh yeah, Barca treble incoming. Quadruple in fact.
मत बोल.
Quadruple.
मत बोल.
Ooh. Pratiti says Alonso played in the Galacticos, he will be fine. But then did Alonso win
Who
anything
played?
with the Alonso? But did Alonso win anything with the Galacticos? Actually,
Xabi
he
Alonso
did.
did.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. AP Sam says, I have Madrid United large 442 shirts, fits medium, and XXL Yamal shirts in USA. Oh, if someone wants, I can ship. Very good. You have more stock than I have. Oh, fuck, I have to.
Yeah.
Red Wolf has shut down. I have to send them bills so we get paid for the merch. Chota Don Moshijigand says 26 को बारसा वर्सेस रियल मैड्रिड है. कौतिया आओ क्या रियल मैड्रिड को कुक करने. 26th को है ना. मस्त. I think I'll
Yeah.
have to see if I can watch it on flight. 4 eclairs.
27th, right?
Hmm. 4 eclairs also says Sarabhai scoring free kicks. Sarabhai scoring free kicks against us. Another loss where we played decent. Wingbacks starting to wingbacks. We will never be good with the Triple H and Garnacho up front. Even Southampton has better striker. Yeah, as Hoyland, I don't know what to do with him anymore, man. It's just a fucking pain. Taking Gabby. I don't think about Manchester United on any day other than Thursday, guys. Just saying. We have become full Thursday Night FC. Exclusively Thursday Night FC we have become. And Suraj Mustafi says, if Arteta win UCL, Arteta legacy greater than Wenger legacy? Well, no, I don't think so. But Wenger never won UCL, so there is that also.
He'll definitely be in the
He'll be, yeah,
in the
this thing. Okay, chalo. I have to go and do side pod now. People have started entering the chat room. Thank you, friends, for tuning in. Please smash likes. We shall see you all next week at Indian Standard Time. My God, cannot wait.
and drop recommendations for right backs in the comments below, please, because we're doing this at an odd time while Azim is in the Australia. So
Yes.
every comment helps, every like helps. And yes, next episode we will cover. I'll bring a story next season. Next episode.
Nice. Also, I have Sydney on the 24th. There's some 50 tickets left for that. So if you're around, come by. We've added a second show for London on 31st May, and Dubai and Muscat tickets will be live tomorrow. For Muscat is 13th June, Dubai is 14th June. We're seeing if one Bahrain also can happen at some point. But yes, all these are there, plus all the tour in May is Bombay, Bangalore, Pune. Bombay is sold out. But Bangalore, Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai, all these are available. Gurgaon. So all of that in May, and then after that June के बाद खत्म नहीं करने है मेरे को comedy में ले रहा है break indefinite sabbatical, learning new tactics and then coming back like Pep Guardiola. All right, okay, chalo, goodbye friends. Thank you for watching the 4. The 2 goals that were scored after the 119th minute. Let's go, Harry Maguire. Okay, chalo, goodbye.